So, yes, some of the basic counting stats show that he was much better than Russell Wilson was 2 years ago. I mean, if we're going to celebrate that, whoop-de-damn-do. I mean, if you want to go to the advanced stats, they show a different story. EPA per play, one of the most important stats. I use it a lot for gambling, but the advanced analytics community uses it. Aaron Rodgers ranked 22nd in the league last year between Michael Penix and Tyler Shuck. Go to success rate. Aaron Rodgers, 28th in the league. Okay? And then this is a stat that I love. Another one, for the gamblers out there. Air yards. Are you going down the field? Are you pushing the ball down the field? We know big plays usually translate to wins and points. Aaron Rodgers, 30th in air yards among quarterbacks. What does that tell you? He's dinking and dunking to running backs out of the backfield and tight ends on 4 and 5 yard outs. They went and got DK Metcalf last year. He had his fewest receptions since his rookie year. I know he had the suspension late in the season. Doesn't matter. Essentially, you went out and got a deep threat guy for a quarterback who can't throw deep anymore. Again, I know Aaron Rodgers had an amazing career. He's a Hall of Famer. Everybody loves him. Wonderful. What have you done for me lately, bro? I just don't see it. I like Michael Pittman a lot. He's kind of a guy who'll go over the middle. They didn't really have that last year. I think a nice addition. Good job. But you're not winning the division. And even if somehow Lamar and Burrow get hurt again, do you have any chance to come out of the AFC? I mean, seriously, you're at best. I mean, if every single thing broke right, new coach, the offensive line holds up, Rodgers has, a Tom Brady turn back the clock year, maybe I'll give you 11 wins. But what does that get you? You're not winning a Super Bowl. You're not going to a Super Bowl. You're not going to a conference championship game. And then guess what? Next year, you're going to do the same damn thing. Rodgers is going to drag it out. I'll let you know in April, guys. And you're back here again. Well, we got Will Howard, Mason Rudolph, Drew Aller. Like, I just don't get that. And you guys, some of you guys know, I'm part of an ownership group of a soccer team. I was previously in an ownership group with a basketball team in the NBL Down Under. And I've seen these guys up close, what they're doing. Like, the strategy is you don't ever want to be in the middle. That doesn't get you anywhere. You need to bottom out and aim for the top. And I think the Pittsburgh Steelers would make a brutally bad decision signing Aaron Rodgers and running back what they did last year. Because I'm sorry, it's just not going to work. Back here on the herd, saw this big news this week. You guys know I'm a college basketball nerd. Really love the tournament. Actually, I'm very happy Michigan won the title. If you follow me, you know why. So they announced that they're expanding the beloved NCAA tournament from 68 teams to 76. Okay? We all know people hate change. So online, the reaction, it's the end of the world. They've ruined the tournament. Why would you mess with greatness? People are just so deathly afraid of change. So there are a couple reasons this is happening. I'll start with number one and tell a quick story. So when me and my brother were younger, we loved this show called In Living Color. And my parents, of course, were like, you're not watching In Living Color. Well, we would sneak and watch it. One of our favorite skits was the Wayans brothers doing Mo Money. Mo Money, Mo Money. You guys know the segment. You can look it up on YouTube if not. It's all about the money, right? And the segment was hilarious. And if anyone wants to know why the NCAA tournament is adding 8 teams, it's about the money. More teams equals more games on television equals more television revenue. Period. More butts in the seats. Everybody wins. By the way, I did have somebody corner me at the gym and be like, J-Mac, the NCAA tournament TV deal's over $1 billion. What is the NCAA doing with that money? You guys going to look into that? I was like, no, I'm actually not going to. But there's $1 billion business. So of course they're going to add teams. Will they continue to expand? Probably. And there's going to be more outrage. But you know who else has expanded in the last 10 years? The NFL playoffs expanded. They added 2 playoff teams. And there was outrage. Well, why are you adding teams? It was just a participation trophy. And then the extra playoff games happened. It became super wild card weekend and it had teams. And it was fine. Great. More games. Awesome. You know who else added teams to the postseason? College football. They went from 2 to 4 to 12. And they're probably going to be adding more. And initially, well, no, there's too many teams. These guys have no chance at a title. Indiana comes out of nowhere, wins the title. Oh, what a freaking incredible college football season. That was the playoff was amazing. Folks, do you want me to go through all the leagues that have expanded? Major League Baseball adds playoff teams. More revenue. More. That's all we're doing. Oh, by the way, the World Cup is this summer. The World Cup, the greatest sporting event every time it happens. It's the greatest sporting event of the year. Nothing will touch it. They went from 32 teams to 48 this year. Side note, here's a great gambling opportunity at the World Cup. We'll certainly talk more about that on the show going forward. So we got the World Cup expanding, college football expanding, the NFL expanding, Major League Baseball expanding. Everybody's postseason is getting bigger, more games. So why on earth are people outraged that the NCAA tournament is adding 8 teams? Well, J-Mac, those teams they're adding have no chance. They're not good. So? And? I mean, NC State wasn't very good a couple years ago. They were a play-in team, and they make a run to the Final Four. Stuff happens. What's the big deal? Why do you care? So all this outrage over, 8 teams added to the tournament. So there was some outrage when we went from 64 to 68. And then it was like, oh, we got some extra games on Tuesday and Wednesday. That's fine. That's cool. So currently, 2 games Tuesday, 2 on Wednesday. My guess, and again, this is just a guess, is that the NCAA tournament said, oh, we can go from 2 games on Tuesday to 4 on Tuesday. Instead of 2 on Wednesday, well, 4 on Wednesday. See how that works? So now, where they have 4 games going at once on Thursday and Friday, 2 of the best sports days of the year in non-World Cup years, honestly, it's just wall-to-wall basketball. Nobody complains about that. Now you'll have that on Tuesday and Wednesday. What is the big deal, guys? Like, honestly, I know you guys are deathly afraid of change. Everybody is just terrified when anything changes. But I got to be honest, I'm not really concerned about this. And as a matter of fact, I love basketball. I'll admit, if it's like 2 teams I don't know any players, and I don't see a gambling edge, sure, I'll probably pass on that one. Sam Houston State against Missouri. I don't know. Actually, Missouri just got one of the top recruits in the country. Maybe a bad example. I'm just pulling teams out of thin air here. But like, you're not obligated to watch it. I don't think they're going to factor in on your bracket.